Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to this episode of Rock Talk with Rick. I'm hanging out again with Suicide Star.
Hey, maybe we'll get it right this time.
How you doing, Ryan, Rob? How you guys doing?
Great, fantastic.
Here in my hands, I got your brand new disc.
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about this.
Well, the record came about with COVID, actually. COVID came on board, and everything that we all had going on came to a sudden halt. And I needed my outlet of creativity. So I reached out to the guys and, hey, you think you want to maybe climb back into the saddle, maybe start doing some recording and see if we can't put something together. And so I talked to Aki, and he was, and then we spoke with Les, and he was, I'm totally into it. So we started moping around looking for a singer, and I'm flying through Facebook, and my old buddy here got a drum set for Christmas, and it was a Rob, as you know, he's an awesome drummer,
Yeah.
and so he got this electronic kit, and he little filmed himself
Cover
doing
tune,
yeah, it was great, and right away I was like, oh, there's Rob, oh, it must be awesome, and I scooted up, and then the next thing he had was him playing an acoustic guitar on the couch singing a Journey song,
Oh,
and I
really?
went, shit, I totally forgot that
Yeah.
Rob sings. So I just sent him a message and said, hey man, would you be interested in maybe doing some writing and some recording? And he's like, where do we meet? So
No, the story goes, I said no, and
Yeah.
then there was a knock on the door. He was in his
Oh, he
underwear.
came right to your
He
house.
was-
I can't
yes,
take no.
He said,
He was in his underwear, and it was raining.
he said,
he
F
was
this, I'm
crying.
going right
It
to
was-
him,
yeah.
and he can't say no when I face him right at the door.
No,
Should have
right
said,
on.
I can't let you in COVID.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
It's got to speak through
Yeah.
the
Come the back door.
yeah,
the back
and,
door.
and speak through the little screen. What do you want? Anyway, I've listened to what you sent me before I got the hard copy,
Right.
and man, I have to say, I love this album. Like, it's fabulous, man.
What do we owe you?
You don't owe me anything.
Thank
Trust
you,
me,
man.
man. If,
Appreciate it.
if it sucked, I tell you it sucked. But I love it. Every song on this they're all great tunes. Now, who's doing the majority of the writing?
That's
Les and
and
Rob.
I. Yeah.
You and Les, the guitar player,
Yeah.
which I know Les, but I haven't met him yet. He hasn't been. I think he's avoiding me or something.
Yeah, no,
He's right over here.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Yeah,
Les.
We've
Right
talked
on,
about
buddy.
we're gonna get a mask of Les. And,
Okay.
And every time.
I think that's what you got to do on interviews, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up the mask.
Yeah, Les had some prior commitments. He
It's
couldn't
all right. I
make.
understand.
Yeah.
You know, he's a busy guy.
But he's the one who comes up with the majority of the melody.
Of the riff,
He
of
comes
the
up with
riffs,
the
yeah.
riff.
The riff, yeah.
Then
Because
Brian might-
it's only a one guitar player band, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
bass player, drum, singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play guitar at all?
I do play guitar, so maybe
We
might be work it out.
might be doing
Talk
some of
about-
that once we start getting into rehearsing, which will be happening very.
Have you guys
shortly.
started back rehearsing yet?
No.
Yes, next week.
Yes, next week.
Next
Yeah, that's
week.
about it. Yeah, no, we haven't actually rehearsed yet. We've shot the video. We've done some photo shoots. We've done a bunch of press. We've been out doing our things. We've been at home practicing.
Tell everybody how this album came about.
Rob, you want to take that one?
You mean
Like, oh well, obviously you guys did
How we
rehearse
recorded
together,
it.
right?
How we
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
So yeah, we just we were all in our homes. Obviously with the COVID.
Yeah.
You couldn't be in the same room together. So yeah, we just all did it from our homes. Les would come up with the main riff, and he would,
Yeah, he would record it and send it to me.
send it to Brian, and Brian would put a scratch drum track. They would send it to me, and I would maybe do some arranging, maybe a key change here and there, fit my
Yeah.
voice, this and that and the other thing. I'd send it back after the arrangement was done.
Yeah,
We would
with
put
a ghost vocal. He'd send a
Yeah, a
guide
ghost,
track
yeah.
with it, and then I would send it to him, and he would lay down something for me to play drums to.
Yeah.
So I got some bass now. I can lay drums down with actual instrumentation
That's
and a
right,
ghost
yeah.
guide track. Once the drums were done and the bass was done, we send it back to Les. Les would lay down guitar again. Now that the structure's been built, and then we'd send it to Rob, and then Rob sang
that
like a
time
bird.
And you know what?
doing
You
my
and brought
can't
it back to
tell.
me, and I mixed it.
You can't tell by listening to this. That's the way you did it.
Well,
It
thanks.
sounds like you guys are all in the same goddamn room
yeah,
together.
And we were never in the same room.
Yeah.
I
Never
know,
in the
but
same room at
it
one
sounds
time,
like you were though.
Well, it didn't come without.
Which is like I said, fabulous.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. My end, I was the one that mixed it. I engineered, mixed, mastered it. So for me, it was a challenge. But I was up to the challenge, and I had the time on my hands to do it. And I learned a ton of things. It was great for me on that thing, and it kept me busy. And
Yeah,
sane.
no doubt.
And yeah, so we're itching to get in the room and start making some
You
racket.
probably are, eh?
Just I want to comment on the mix
Okay.
for this guy because we actually auditioned how many
Seven.
producers?
Seven.
Seven different producers, and some of which have done big bands,
Yeah.
Big Sugar, that kind of thing. And he was one of the ones that came out on top. He actually sent the songs to us after they were mixed.
Okay.
We listened to them and we gave our opinion. He didn't tell who mixed what,
Yeah.
so we just said, "Oh, we like this, we like that," and he was in.
We didn't even know that
Yeah.
he had
Yeah,
his
we
mix
did.
in there.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
they didn't know that my mixes were the mixes that were among all the mixes.
Yeah,
This
so-
was mixed on, what were you using, Cubase?
I run Cubase,
Okay.
and some of the
Cubase
other
Pro.
guys.
Cubase Pro?
Well,
I'm
amateur.
yeah,
We're
I'm-
amateur.
Doesn't
I'm
matter
the best of
now.
my price range.
Okay, but,
Yeah, so I'm using I'm still at Cubase 6.5. Doesn't matter.
Can't tell.
So and what other DAWs the other guys were using.
Yeah.
They got the waves. I sent off waves to a bunch of people. They mixed it, sent it back to me, and then I sent all the mixes to another engineer and asked him if he could level them. So one song wouldn't necessarily be louder than the other because, as you know, as soon as something's loud, it may stand out like, oh, that one's way better because it just took my face off. I wanted everything to be at the same level, and I didn't want to know what song order it was either. And basically, that was just sent out to the guys, and they had a week or so to listen
Yeah,
to the.
and then we
the
had a
mixes.
Zoom. Then we had a
It was
Zoom
one
meeting and
song,
talked about it.
all different mixes. So
Really?
we
Yeah.
had to pick which one we liked the best, and
They all
ultimately
picked
this
mine.
guy came out on top.
there you,
Like,
and then this is obviously the final product, right?
Correct.
And, who did all the packaging, cause,
Well,
did.
we took care of everything. Rob and Les did all of the artwork, took care of all the artwork.
Cool.
And Aki took care of all the press and all of that stuff. My end was the engineering, the mixing and mastering of it. So we all
so
put
it's a
our
band concept of
Everything
everything,
is-
right,
everything's
right down to
recorded
the
all the way
logo,
across.
to the
Yep.
cover,
Absolutely.
to the music, to the writing, to the everything. Try to keep it house as much as you can, save yourself some money.
And,
You got it.
and
You
not
got
that
it.
we're control heads, but you get what you want, right?
That's
At the end of the
exactly-
day, it's like you're not having to answer to somebody else going, oh, I don't like it, and then their feelings are hurt. Going, oh,
And
that's
it's
the
always
best I
better
can
to
do."
watch your own house,
Sure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
right?
So
You
yeah,
know what you need to
we were
do,
quite lucky
more
that
than
way.
anybody else needs to know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And, so what's the plans going forward now?
I don't know. I think now we're thinking about rehearsing. We've been discussing that where we're going to rehearse and get to some shows. We're still writing. That's ongoing, but
Yeah, we've got a few things in the fire. So our first video is done quite well, and Spotify, all of our platforms are doing really well.
Yeah,
But we're now getting to the point where it's time to release the second video, and we've just been in meetings this last week and a half, preparing for the second video, which we'll be shooting in the next 3
and
weeks.
can you tell us what song and
We haven't decided. It's up between two songs
Oh,
right now.
it's decided.
off of this album?
It's decided.
Oh, it's decided. He just doesn't wanna tell me yet.
Yeah, we'll
It's all right.
actually, if we put the CD in, we'll listen
so
to it after.
the
That's
song
Oh,
is,
okay.
is Suicide Star.
Oh,
Yeah, next song. Yeah.
right on,
That's,
man.
that's the next one.
Yeah.
Actually, Rick, I've also heard a rumor that Van Walen might be getting back together for it.
Yay!
They're going to be in
So
the video.
if you know anybody from the band,
Yeah.
we would like to open for them if they get together.
That's what I heard, you know.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out with
The
my,
singer's amazing.
I'll get on the horn and I'll check that out and find out what's going on about that. But now you guys
Good
are
kid, buddy, and he's a
Yeah.
great kid.
starting back into rehearsals now.
Yeah.
Like all
Well,
of
it's
you
gonna
guys
be-
in the
it's gonna
same
be-
room.
It's going to be very different because now we're in the same room. So, and we're going to have to learn what we've recorded, right? You spend all the time recording it, and you're not playing it as a band like the old days when you were recording. You would, get in a room, in a studio where you're all looking at each other, and
Yeah.
you play through it. Oh, you flubbed that, or the engineer saying, "Oh, I screwed that up," and you can get over it a bunch of times. We didn't have that, so this time, getting ready to rehearse, we have to actually learn our own playing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we'll
that'll
get
be
there.
fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Looking
we're
forward to
looking
it. I'm so
forward to it.
excited.
totally.
And
I'm so
are you
excited.
guys looking? You obviously looking for management.
No, not
You're
at
not
this
looking
point.
for any
Not-
management right now.
not yet.
You're just gonna row the boat yourself until you figure.
Until there's
Whatever.
a need for it.
Yeah.
If things start to roll along and there's a need that we can't take control of it, then yes, there's time
Your
for that.
Spotify is doing very well.
well,
I see
yeah.
really.
Like our
well.
numbers are
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think we had 2,500 streams
Yeah.
in a month.
in a month.
Yeah, no,
Videos
and I
jumped
share your
over
stuff all the
3,000.
time. You know, I tell people all the time, now that I got this, it'll be,
And just a note on the CD, if you don't have the hard copy, you don't have the special
Intro to I Survive.
in front of I Survive. How long is that intro?
It's about a minute 15, a minute.
Oh,
There's
really?
a whole intro that you don't get on the electronic version. You only get on the hard
oh,
copy.
hear that, people?
If you want a
It'll also-
CD,
and if we do
How
vinyl,
much?
it'll be on the
How much
vinyl
you
as
selling
well.
these for?
$5.
yeah.
Look,
$5.
come on, people, $5.
Yep.
And how do they get a hold
If
of you?
it's
to
through the
get-
mail, it'll be $10, and we'll take care of the shipping.
Okay, and then
So-
how do they get a hold of you to,
Through Facebook or suicidestarmusic@gmail.com.
there you
Let us
go.
know, and
Yep.
And
we
can sign
deliver
them.
in the
We'll
Niagara
We'll sign
region.
them out. We
Yeah.
can sign them
Signing
if you
is
want them.
$15. Send the extra $5 to Rock Talk with Ray.
Yeah. So that manager job you were asking
Yeah,
about.
there you go. Hey, I'll make sure they get it, trust me. Anyway, I wanna thank you guys.
Oh, thanks, Rick.
Thank
It
you,
was a
man.
pleasure.
Thank you very much
I
for having
appreciate
us,
it.
man.
Thank
I
you, guys.
appreciate it.
Anything else
This
you
is-
wanna
the
say? You wanna
support's
shout
great.
out to
Yeah,
anybody?
I gotta do a shout out again.
Go ahead.
Because, this is important to my biggest supporter,
Okay.
my girlfriend Lisa. Thank you for putting up with me during all this and locking myself away in a room to sing and just being there and not complaining and supporting me the
Not
entire time. Yeah, she's
Oh, I
she's
can
fantastic.
understand, man. I know what it's like to be in a band and you got a wife or you got a girlfriend and
Yeah.
music.
You disrupt
She'd
their
be-
life, right?
Oh,
yeah.
but
They don't even get to hear what it's supposed to sound
no,
like.
they, and sometimes they, unless you've been married or for a long time, they really don't understand, right?
Yeah.
So, it's good to have a good woman that actually
You got it.
understands you're trying to do something,
You got
and that you're not a Robin Banks,
That's right.
Yeah.
right? Right.
Yeah.
right?
Just, of course, our fans, our friends, our family that have all been sticking by us through all these different changes and supporting this new change and loving it. The support's been fantastic. When you reach out to a small group of people and they just humble you with wicked support, I gotta shout out to everybody who's done that.
Yeah, and no doubt, like I said, the Spotify thing is just,
Yeah.
it's going good. Go to Spotify, check it out, buy the tunes, buy their merch, when they got stuff come, and buy this. Hey,
I'd like to thank Les for not being here.
Yeah.
Actually.
Les,
Our buddy, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think everybody. I'm actually thankful for being in a group. Before this, we were with Step Echo with Les, and we had
Which was
a
a
couple different
fabulous band.
singers. But that was never a full band. It seemed like it was the three of us, and we had other members. And it's nice that this is a full team effort with
Yeah.
Rob. Like
Does this
that
feel
everybody-
different?
This
you?
feels totally
It does. It does. Like there's four of us in the band. Before it was the three of us, and then it was the other people that would come in and do. It was a band, but really
Yeah.
it
At
wasn't.
the end of the
And,
day, the core was the three of us.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
just thankful to actually these guys and Rob for being in this and just making this fun. Yeah.
it's all right.
So yeah.
You know what, make me
And
cry.
for everybody supporting us, and thank you for having
No,
us.
Yeah,
no
thanks for
problem.
having
Thank
us,
you for
Rick.
coming on.
Feels like deja vu.
Anytime I can
I
help
know.
you guys, I'll help you, no problem. So I want to say thank you to Suicide Star for coming on the show. And like I said, if you want to hear them, go on Spotify. It doesn't cost a lot of money to support because bands right now, because of the COVID caca, they need your help. Help support them. Spend a little bit of money. It'll go to a worthy cause, right? And if you want the disc, like they said, go to their Facebook page and that, and they'll send you a disc in the mail, right?
That's right.
Anyway, thank you. Good night, and everybody take it easy. Good night.
Thanks.